اللهم إني أسألك بنور وجه الله العظيم الذي ملأ أركان عرش الله العظيم.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil anbiya wal mursaleen wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to everyone who's joining us for our Bidayatul Hidayah lesson, reading from the Bidayatul Hidayah of Imam Al-Ghazali. And Alhamdulillah, we've just celebrated Eid al-Fitri, and I hope you all had a blessed Eid, and that you were able to fill it with celebration and good company as much as possible despite these times, and that it was a blessed Eid for all of you and your families, inshallah. Alhamdulillah, we're very pleased now to be back and to restart our sessions. And we had our Friday Kahfi session yesterday, and today, this evening, alhamdulillah, we continue with our Bidayatul Hidayah lesson on refraining from disobedience. Yeah, so we'll give it a couple of minutes for everyone else to join. Thank you to those who are joining us this evening. Alhamdulillah, the days are getting longer, so I hope you're able to take some time and join us and to benefit from what will be shared by our dear Ustaz Zaki this evening, inshallah ta'ala. Let us know, as always, where you're viewing from, where you're based, and let us know, of course, whether the sound is clear, whether the video is clear. It's been an interesting Eid for everyone, I think, and alhamdulillah, we've received such positive feedback from the community regarding the Eid Takbir programs, and that's been very heartening and very, very, very good to know, Ustaz, yeah, that our Eid programs has been well received, and we hear from a lot of the community that it has filled a gap. It has filled what would have otherwise been an empty morning. Then now they were able to feel part of the community, feel part of a congregation, even though it's an online one, but it's still a very meaningful experience to uphold the Shia or the banner of Islam, which is what the Eid Takbir and the Eid al-Fitri prayer represents. And so we, as always, we look forward to hearing feedback from you regarding our programs, and alongside this one and all the online programs that we're running. And we also want to share with everyone that our Zoom programs are going to start from Monday. So from Monday, all the Zoom Halaqah classes, the SOFA Halaqah program, the Iqra for kids, and the Quran for young adults, and the Tahsin Juz Tabarak will start again. So we've shared the posters and the details for you to join. For those who are new, ahlan wa sahlan, we welcome you to join the lessons that we are offering. And for those who are existing students, welcome back. We look forward to seeing you online, inshallah. And please do visit on our Facebook page and our Instagram. There's links to our Eventbrite page where you may register. And we welcome any donation that you're able to provide in order to support our classes. And as you know, and you've all donated very generously to our fund, our GoFundMe fund, and alhamdulillah, so far we've collected more than £6,000, but we're still not quite there yet. We still haven't reached our target yet. So again, we are continuing this campaign, and we appeal for all of you who are with us to donate generously and to keep up the effort. I know Ramadan and Eid is over, but the blessings that come from your donations will continue beyond Eid. And so I would like to urge all of you to donate and to continue to give, so that we can reach our target, and so that the funds can then be channeled towards things like administration, maintenance of the building, paying rent, and to really make sure SOFA is able to continue doing the important work of bringing knowledge to the community, providing access to religious welfare for those near and far, inshallah ta'ala. So we've got 15 now joining, inshallah. So I think now is a good time to start. We'll have more people joining in as we go along. But I welcome Ustaz Zaki to open tonight's session.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين إلى حضرة النبي محمد صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم وإلى أزواجه الكرام أمهات المؤمنين وإلى ذرياته ولأهل بيته ولأقاربه ولأصحابه وتابع التابعين وتابعيهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين وخصوصا إلى شيخنا وأستاذنا مولانا سيدنا أحمد بن إدريس رضي الله تعالى عنه وجزى الله تعالى عنا خير الجزاء في الدنيا والآخرة ثم إلى ساداتنا رجال سلسلة طريقة الأحمدية الإدريسية قدس الله تعالى أرواحهم الزكية وجزى الله تعالى عنا خير الجزاء في الدنيا والآخرة ثم إلى معلمينا ولأساتذتنا ولوالدينا ولأزواجنا ولذرياتنا ولأهل بيتنا ولأقاربنا ولأصحابنا ولمن له حق علينا ولإخواننا جميعا ولسائر المسلمين والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات الأحياء منهم والأموات وارفع لهم الدرجات وكفر عنهم السيئات وادخلهم الجنة مع الآباء والأمهات وعلى النية الشفاء ورفع البلاء والنصر على الأعداء وتيسير الأمور وفتوح الصدور والرحمة والمغفرة والمدد وأن يعطي كل منا سؤله إلى يرضي الله بجاه سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم وبأسرار سورة الفاتحة. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والضحى والليل إذا سجى ما ودعك ربك وما قلى وللآخرة خير لك من الأولى ولسوف يعطيك ربك فترضى ألم يجدك يتيما فآوى ووجدك ضالا فهدى ووجدك عائلا فأغنى فأما اليتيم فلا تقهر وأما السائل فلا تنهر وأما بنعمة ربك فحدث. صدق الله العظيم. الفاتحة. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم الصراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك عليه
صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم.
لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله يا صاحب الأنوار يا ذا اللواء المعقود يا صفوة الجبار يا ذا التقى والجود لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله لولاك يا ذا الشان ما سارت الركبان نوديت بالمختار والمصطفى المحمود لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله طابت بك الأوقات يا من آتى رحماتي يا سيد السادات يا كاشف الغمات لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله يا صاحب الرايات يا أشراف الأمات نرجوك يا مختاري يا خيرات المعبود لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله صلاة في التعظيم بار العلا الأوحاد مع أكمال التسليم عليك يا أحمدي لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله والآل ذي التكريم والصحب ما أنشادي شاد من الأذكار مديحك المقصود لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله Allahumma salli wa sallim wa barik alayhi.
وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. الحمد لله رب العالمين. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد النور المذهب للنسيان بنوره وعلى آله في كل لمحة ونفس عدد ما وسعه عنك آمين. الصلاة والسلام عليك يا سيدي يا رسول الله. الصلاة والسلام عليك يا حبيب الله. الصلاة والسلام عليك يا أول خلق الله وخاتم رسول الله. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My dear beloved brothers and sisters, rahimakumullah. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. All praises belong to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Salutations and prayers upon our beloved Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Grateful and thankful to God Almighty, the one who allowed us to be here, to meet us, to meet again one more time in this platform. Through online learning, we managed to come together, making intention to seek Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's pleasure. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for us coming here in this moment, nothing else but to increase our knowledge in our deen and make ourselves closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and to plant the seed of love, to love towards our beloved Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. Inshallah, we're going to continue our lesson from the book of Imam Al-Ghazali, Bidayatul Hidayah, the beginning of guidance, every Saturday at 6 p.m. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to shower us and allow us to continue with our journey in seeking the knowledge and seeking you, Ya Allah, to seeking our beloved Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, to seek all of them, to seek all of those, to make us among those who are success in this world and the hereafter. So whatever we do, Ya Allah, whatever we have done in Ramadan, we managed to complete our Ramadan. And then we ask you, we seek you, Ya Rahman, to allow us to be able to perform our good deeds, our acts of worships throughout the whole month of Ramadan as a school, a madrasa, so we are able to continue them outside where we are right now, outside the month of Ramadan. Yeah. So I would like to recap our ibadah that we've done throughout the whole month of Ramadan. Yeah, from our Salah, Salah Sunnah, Taraweeh, of all our rawatibs, the before and after Sunnah, for our 5 times prayer, daily prayer, and then we've got our Quran, recitation of Quran. We managed to khatam. Some of us khatam twice, some khatam 3 times, some khatam only once. Complete their recitation of Quran throughout the whole month of Ramadan, and some of us, mashallah, of course, most of us, all of us are doing their fasting every single day. And then not forgetting our istighfar, our salah ala Sayyidina Muhammad, our dhikr of La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah and such. So we hope that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow us to continue all these good deeds, in order for us to bring as much as we could all those rewards, all those ibadah, and we can display in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala the day of judgment. So we need to really seek Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to allow us and to bestow upon us, to allow us, so we could do all those ibadah. We could do all those ibadah outside the month of Ramadan. We don't want to make it Ramadan a special season month of ibadah, but it's not a seasonal ibadah, as we said last time, isn't it? So we should continue our ibadah out from the month of Ramadan. So ponder, all my beloved brothers and sisters, what are those ibadah that we could ask Allah, that we could preserve them? We must have something at the door, takeaway, door gift. After Ramadan, what could we bring? So we could manage to hold into this ibadah until we meet next Ramadan. This is the acts of the Salafus Salih. the pious people before us, they will, grieve when Ramadan leaves them for 6 months. And they will prepare themselves to meet Ramadan in 6 months. So mashallah, throughout the whole year, in other words, they are the constant of ibadah, grieving after Ramadan leave them by try their best to continue their ibadah. Coming to another 6 months, they are preparing for Ramadan. So mashallah, throughout the whole year. So what we could do, as I'm trying to give everyone, share the knowledge, at the same time advising myself, at least 3 important notes we should do. Our salah, take care of our salah. We've done so many salah in our Ramadan. Salah sunnah, salah, the fard, the wajib, the sunnah, all done in Ramadan. So at least take some. Our salah that we perform in Ramadan, in the early, awal waqtu. What is awal waqtu? Beginning of the time, beginning, straight away after the azan, we do our best. We straight away we perform our salah. So that's good. And then we have focus in our salah, khushu' in our salah. And then not forgetting all those sunnah, the rawatibs, nawafils, we perform 2 raka'ah before fajr, 4 raka'ah before dhuhr, and such until the end. So at least we take something outside after Ramadan, take care of our salah. This is me advising myself, and this is what I'm trying. Give everyone some notes as well, so they will take care of their salah. So you choose your salah. As we said, the advice I gave last time, early. What do you mean by your salah early after adhan? Is it when you start? Some people adhan, they will stop everything and go for salah. MashaAllah. There are some people, they prepare themselves before adhan. They take their wudu, they sit on their prayer mat. If they are able to go masjid, they go masjid before adhan. There are people who do that, who do this. Not now, but their preparation for salah is on point. Some of them, straight away adhan, they will drop and then prepare for their salah. Some of us, they will perform their salah middle of the time, beginning of the time, and the end of the close to finishing the time. So mashallah, everyone is different. Take care of our salah. Of course, the best is as-salat fi waqtiha, fi awwal waqt. To perform our salah at the beginning of the time. When the salah enter, straight away you perform it. So you need to give time. When do you want to perform this early, at the beginning of the time? You need to know your capability, your situation, the environment that you are in. So at least you start. For me, I put it half an hour. Adhan, 1 o'clock zuhur, 1:30, I must done my zuhur. So within half an hour, that's the grace period. Asar, 5 o'clock. So within 5 to 5:30, I try my best to perform my asar. Same. Maghrib, earlier, of course. Maghrib is short. But make it as a formula. So half an hour after the salah entered, the adhan, do perform your salah. So that kind of, encouragement and understanding you should hold for your salah. Hold into your salah. As-salatu imaduddin. ومن تركها فقد هدم الدين ومن أقامها فقد أقام الدين ومن تركها فقد هدم الدين كما قال الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم. Your prayers is the pillars of your religion. For those who perform, establish their prayers, that means they are strengthen the pillars of their religion. For those who did not perform, their salah, they did not establish. In other words, they play around with their salah, not consistent, and they put salah aside. That means they are destroying their pillars of the religion. So salah must be continuous, on point. Do your best. Count which one is the sunnah or nawafil that you want to perform. After fajr is a must. After the maghrib is a must, for example. And then you perform dhuhr. If you are able to do 4, you do it 4. Or else you do it 2. Asar, same. So you put it yourself. So you can carry on the legacy of Ramadan outside the month of Ramadan. Salah must be number 1. And then Quran. Some of us perform their recitation of Quran very well. Khatam so many times in Ramadan. After Ramadan, so learn, ponder, and then set a target. Every day, 10 pages. If you are able to do one juzu, is the best. So you will khatam 1 month. So preserve your Al-Quran. Yeah. And the last one, if I could add your dhikrullah. At least you must have 3 types of dhikr. Yeah, the istighfar, the la ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, and salah ala sayyidina Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So do istighfar, whatever lafaz, whatever sigha, astaghfirullah al-azim wa atubu ilayh, wa astaghfirullah, 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 anything, as long as you do istighfar 100 times a day. And then you do dhikr, la ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, la ilaha, at least 100 times a day. Or you want to add la ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, la ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, 100 times a day. You want to spread them 5, 50, 50, or 10, 10. It's up to you. As long as you do it. And then it's the Salah ala Sayyidina Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali Sayyidina Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali Sayyidina Muhammad. That's the basic. Or you have another lafaz, another sigha. That's another way of doing the salah. It's up to you. As long as you do it 100 times a day. As for me, I will start in the morning. Before Dhuhr, I must complete my Salah ala Sayyidina Muhammad. And then between Dhuhr and Asr, or after Maghrib or before Isha, I must complete the 100 times of La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. And then before sleep, 100 times of istighfar. It's very quick. So there you go. You must have your salah in place. You must have your Quran in place. You must have your dhikrullah in place. So this is what make you, steadfast, inshallah, in the path until you meet Ramadan. If we don't meet Ramadan, ya salam, we meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at least with this amal. With this amal act, inshallah. Okay. Bonus, if you are able to add in your daily routine seeking knowledge. MashaAllah. That's a bonus. That's barakah in your time, in your day, in your life. If you are able to put, revising your knowledge or read a book about Islam, about your religion, improving your akhlaq, improving your manners towards Allah and beloved Rasul, to increase your taqwa, your piety, to know about your religion, to increase your knowledge, either by reading, either by listening, or either by conveying, sharing the information. Anyway, you must have this routine. That's bonus. Number 4 is seeking knowledge. Talab al-ilm is a bonus. Because we know that not everyone could do that. Yeah, but at least the first 3 is a must. That's compulsory for sure. Okay, so keep it up. Our Ramadan is just the boost for our iman. So we need to see whether we charge ourselves properly in Ramadan or not. Yeah, if just after Ramadan we just go down, that means we are not charging properly throughout the whole 30 days of Ramadan. It should last at least last longer until we meet next Ramadan, depending on your capability. And the formula of all those 3 or 4 things is asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bestow upon you all of us. Yeah, I always mention this capability. Ya Allah, allowed us, Ya Allah, to do ibadah. Allowed us, Ya Allah, to perform our acts of worship, Ya Allah. Allowed us. I'm seeking you. I beseech you, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, God Almighty. Listen to my dua, please. I'm very weak. I'm nobody. I'm hollow. I'm nothing. I need you to help me, to guide me, to support me, Ya Allah. Allow me to worship you. Allow me, Ya Allah, to have focus in salah. Allow me, Ya Allah, so I could perform my salah on time, early, beginning of the time. Allow me, Ya Allah, to perform 2 rak'ah before, 4 rak'ah after, or something. Allow me, Ya Allah, to do salat nawafil. Allow me, Ya Allah, to read Al-Quran. Allow me, Ya Allah, so I'm capable to read Al-Quran. Have time specifically for Ramadan, for reading Quran. So allow me, Ya Allah, to remember. If we are nobody, we are nothing. Okay, so we ask Allah, and Allah will reward us with our intention, our sincere. Because everything is from Him. He's the one who gives us capability, availability, to worship Him. Yeah. So how we will be rewarded? We will be rewarded by Allah by our sincere act. So we dua to show Allah, Ya Allah, I need you. I need you, Ya Allah. I'm ikhlas, sincere to worship you. Please help me. Yeah. Fajr is now 3 o'clock, 2:55. Ya salam. If we sleep at 12 o'clock, we've got only 3 hours. If Allah did not allow us to wake up, we won't wake up. How many alarm clock you will put? If you're not being invited, you won't. So how do you want to make sure you will be invited by Allah? Ask Him. Ask Allah, Ya Allah, I'm weak. If I sleep, I will be gone. But I ask you, Allah, help me. Because if you invite me, if you say yes for me to perform, inshallah, my intention is to wake up. My effort is to putting alarms and everything and sleep early. But you need to help me, Ya Allah. Support me to wake me up and able for me to worship you. He will help. So that's the whole formula. And anyway, that's our aqidah of Ahli Sunnah wal Jama'ah. The aqidah that we believe everything, the source of actions is done by Allah. So we ask Him to give us good actions. So help us, Ya Rahman. Yeah. So inshallah, we do our best and we keep it up, our spirits of Ramadan and all the acts of worship continue. Istiqamah, we'll do our best. May Allah help us and support us all the way. Ameen, Ya Arhamar Rahimin. Have ikhlas. The point of having ikhlas is ghayatul amal, is the end. Because why? All our action will be counted with our sincerity, our ikhlas. So have good intention, sound intention just for Allah, God Almighty. We will be safe, inshallah, and cling ourselves, rely ourselves to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ameen. So move together, yeah? So this is part of our amal. This is part of our muraja'ah, mudarasah, our, what do you call it? Seeking knowledge, coming together and learn to improve our akhlaq, to improve our manners, to improve our etiquette, and then to become a better Muslim and mu'min. Ameen. Ya Arhamar Rahimin. Bismillah, we continue from the book of Imam Al-Ghazali. We started already about the sins committed with the limbs. There are 8 limbs or 7 limbs, 7 limbs that we need to take care of. We spoke about the first limb, our eyes. How do we need to take care of our eyes? There are things that we need to perform. There are things that we need to avoid for the right of our own eyes. Yeah, there are things that we need to do. And then the second limb, we spoke about our ears. We need to do things that we need to avoid things, the right of our ears. And then the third limb is now engaging with the, what do you call it?
The tongue.
The tongue. Yeah, the tongue. So the eyes done, the ears done, now the tongue. And then we need to avoid 8 things. 8 things we need to avoid. So we are on the point number 3. The first point, we need to avoid from using our tongue to tell lies. We can't tell lies. Avoid them. Number 2, we need to avoid our tongue from doing or telling what?
Breaking a promise.
Breaking promises. Breaking promises. We can't. We explain about that. You can revise from our previous videos if you need to. And the third one, ghibah, backbiting. We need to avoid from using our tongue to do backbiting. Okay, so now we continue. Bismillah. Still the third point, yeah, Amir?
Yes, that's right.
Regarding backbiting. Okay, Bismillah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. قال المصنف رحمه الله تعالى ونفعنا به وبعلومه في الدارين.
آمين.
آمين يا رب العالمين. وإياك وغيبة القراء المرائين وهو بأن تفهم المقصود منك من غير تصريح فتقول أصلح الله وقد ساءني ما جرى عليه وغمني فأسأل الله أن يصلحنا وإياه. فإن هذا جمع بين خبيثين أحدهما الغيبة إذ حصل به التفهم والآخر تزكية النفس والثناء عليها بالتحرج والصلاة. ولكن إن كان مقصودك من قولك أصلح الله الدعاء فادع له في سر، وإن اغتممت بسببه فعلامته أنك لا تريد فضيحته وإظهار عيبه، وفي إظهارك الغم بعيبه إظهار لعيبه، ويكفيك زاجرا عن الغيبة قوله عز وجل ولا يغتب بعضكم بعضا أن يحب أحدكم أن يأكل لحم أخيه ميتا فكرهتموه فقد شبهك الله بآكل الميتة فما أجدرك أن تحترز منها. بسم الله. Beware of the kind of backbiting that is committed by reciters who are showing off. This form of backbiting is that you make your meaning understood indirectly, saying, for example, may Allah rectify him. I am truly saddened by what has happened to him and it has worried me. I ask Allah to rectify both us and him. For indeed, this insinuation is a combination of two reprehensible acts. One is backbiting, since the other person understands the point being made. The other is considering yourself virtuous and praising yourself by passing a judgment of evil on another and expressing righteousness for yourself. However, if your true intention in saying may Allah rectify him is supplication, then do supplicate for him, but silently.
Okay. Bismillah, I just want to share. MashaAllah, this is beautiful, yeah? Look, subhanallah, this is the importance of seeking knowledge, yeah? Or else we don't realize that our life is full of fitna. It's very thin lines. Am I right? Am I right? Yeah? We think that, no, I'm not. I'm calling my friend, just want to share what I feel about him, about her. I'm calling my friend, just want to share my feelings and my thoughts about this third party, the third person. Showing concern. But deep rooted in our heart, actually, we want to tell this guy, this friend that we call them, just to share it is backbiting indeed. Yeah? Subhanallah, this is how shaitan plays fool with us. Isn't it? By saying, inshallah, come on, we need to make dua really for this brother. I told you already this and that. We should do something to help him. May Allah help him and help all of us to become this and that. You know, the talking, very positive, very nice, straight to the point. MashaAllah, this is not backbiting. Indeed, it is. Indeed, it is a backbiting. MashaAllah. And then we say, depending on your intention, really, what's the purpose of you telling this, your friend, talking about the third person? What's the purpose? Yeah, if it is true for the sake of helping him, sharing, so you could help for the betterment, for his for the sake of brotherhood, you want to help. Based on your intention. Yeah, but this is very thin line. So be careful. Yeah, take this knowledge as a guideline. Yeah, before you start, you look that no, it is good. I'm helping him. I'm finding someone that I could share, so we both can help him. Depending on your niyyah, depending on your intention, really. Yeah. So the knowledge help us. That is okay for you to do that. Yeah, but make sure ikhlas. Make sure you do that. Make sure whatever dua that you say between both of you about him, you must make dua behind the scene as well. Behind the scene. See? Like exactly like what Imam Al-Ghazali say, if your true intention in saying, may Allah rectify him in supplication, then do supplicate for him, but silently. There are some situations that we really need to share for the sake of betterment. For example, we can't advise this particular person by our own. We need someone that could help. We spoke about this. Yeah, for example, we telling his parents about his behavior. Yeah, so hopefully the parents can advise this their child. If we go straight to this person, maybe he don't want to accept our advice. So we come to his uncle, we come to his family members, for example. So hopefully I tell you about him, please do something to him. He will listen to you more than he listened to me. So that's the good one. It's okay for us to do that. Yeah. And then there are many. In Ihya Ulumuddin, Imam Al-Ghazali expand more. Things that it is backbiting, but it did not fall under the category of backbiting. For example, someone who do ma'asiyah openly. Everyone knows about the ma'asiyah, and he or she, the person who do the ma'asiyah, happy and proud, showing off with what he or she's done. So for us to talk about him or her to someone else, it's okay. That's not considered riba. Because what? She or he openly show up, proudly, telling people, this is what I've done. I have no shame of it. So it is openly, everyone knew about it. If we talk, mashallah, ya salam, for example, I saw him doing this, everyone knows about him or her in the town. So it's not considered a riba. So many, there are few more. Imam Ghazali expand more in the book of Ihya Ulumuddin. But here, Imam Ghazali give us a little bit introduction about riba. Be careful, even though it looks like that the person is trying to help with a good intention, with dua, look positive, but sometimes it may not accepted. It is still counted as a riba, backbiting. What? How do you want to know? Based on your intention, really. Based on your intention. It's quite thin, very thin. If we say, oh, my intention is ikhlas, yes, you say it, but doesn't mean the intention deep there is ikhlas. You might say, no, I'm trying my best, ikhlas. Doesn't mean it's ikhlas here. You need to know your own self. Yeah, you need to know. If you make dua behind him as well. Make dua when you have dua for yourself, for your family. Put dua for him or for her, part of your dua. Then you are true trying to help your brothers. MashaAllah, it's beautiful. So be careful, everyone. Riba is a big thing. Yeah. Even Imam Ghazali said what here? What did he say? This form of backbiting, beware of the kind of backbiting that is committed by reciters who are showing off. Trying to show off that I'm a good person, you know. The way I present my case to you about this person with the full of dua. Listen, both of us need to make dua. May Allah prevent us from this. May Allah help and rectify him. And oh, beautiful. Sulaha. These people, they look like they are, what do you call it? Sulaha. People who are trying to improve others. Good people, pious people. But backbiting is backbiting. Depending on your iniyah, your intention. Be careful. Shaitan is always there helping us beautify things that is rotten. So need to have knowledge, and then link yourself, rely yourself to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah guide all of us. And then make dua. If we are sincere to make dua for others, then dua for them. بِظَهْرِ الْغَيْبِ, not in front of them, in silent. In silent. So beautiful, yeah? فَإِنَّ هَذَا جَمْعٌ بَيْنَ خَبِيثَيْنِ. For indeed, this is a combination of two reprehensible acts. You're showing off as a good person, form of a good person, and you get the what do you call it? Proud to show you are a good person, and same time you get the reward, the what do you call it? The misdeeds of backbiting as well. Continue, Amir. Bismillah.
Inshallah. Right. If you really were concerned about him, the proof of that would have been that you would not have desired to disgrace him or to reveal his faults. However, your display of concern over his fault is in reality a display of his fault.
Ya salam. Okay. So it really shows about your intention. How do you want to approach your brother or your sister that is doing something wrong? Yeah, wrongdoers. Yeah, how? Rather than tell everyone about him, or you approach him. Anyway, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to always guide us. Yeah, and give us this ability to give da'wah to others. They call it, there's one subject called fiqh da'wah, the understanding of call people to do good. So it's not like straight away boom 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 telling people you shouldn't do this and that. No, you need to be wise. Need to be wise, and then approach with hikmah, tactics and strategies as well in da'wah. MashaAllah. Okay, so look at this. We trying to show a good concern about others. We're showing concern about others and telling fault to help. Instead, it's not helping. You are openly telling people about his fault, and it is display his fault, not covering it up, not helping him, but you're putting them down. Now,
sufficient as a deterrent for you against backbiting are the words of Allah, magnificent and majestic. And let not some of you backbite others. Would any of you like to eat the flesh of his dead brother? No, you would truly despise that. Indeed, Allah likens you to one eating the flesh of the dead. How appropriate it is then for you to be on guard against such a thing.
Yeah, so the some of them explain to eat the flesh as if you want to eat someone alive. No, if someone's dead, do you want to eat the flesh? Of course, nobody's going to eat their flesh of their brothers, isn't it? It's a human, so mashallah, it doesn't make sense. So backbiting is actually eating your other brothers, whether they are still alive or they are dead. So nobody never will do that. So backbiting is actually putting someone down and openly telling others about their faults. So it is a negative, a negative impact for the person and for the one who do backbiting. It is a negative attitude is not right. Okay, so but again we say there are ways for us to share information in order for us to help the person. First thing first, we could ikhlas, sincerity, and then do some strategies like what we said. Either we could meet him personally and tell him, or else we come forward to the person that can take control and in charge to help solve the problem of their own, the person. So there are ways, but not by telling others. No, the intention can determine whether our act is really ikhlas. Our ikhlas will determine whether the act is backbiting or not. How do we want to judge? With the knowledge given by the ulama. And at the same time, doesn't mean when we read a lot and we have pure intention, doesn't mean as well we can do whatever we want. No. Backbiting is a no. All right. Wallahu a'lam. Continue, Amir.
ويمنعك من غيبة المسلمين أمر لو تفكرت فيه، وهو أن تنظر إلى نفسك هل فيك عيب ظاهر أو باطن، وهل أنت مقارف معصية سرا أو جهرا. فإن عرفت ذلك من نفسك فاعلم أن عجزه عن التنزه عما نسبته إليه كعجزك، وعذره كعذرك. وكما تكره أن تفضح وتذكر عيوبك فهو أيضا يكره. فإن سترته ستر الله تعالى عليك وإن فضحته سلط الله عليك ألسنة حدادا يمزقون عرضاك في الدنيا ثم يفضحك الله تعالى في الآخرة على رؤوس الملأ وإن نظرت إلى ظاهرك وباطنك فلم تطلع فيهما على عيب ونقص في دين أو دنيا فاعلم أن جهلك بعيوب نفسك أقبح أنواع الحماقة ولا عيب أعظم من الحمق ولو أراد الله تعالى بك خيرا لبصرك بعيوب نفسك فرؤيتك نفسك بعين الرضا غاية غباوتك ومنتهى جهلك ثم إن كنت صادقا في ظنك فاشكر الله تعالى عليه ولا تفسده بثلب الناس والتمضمض بأعراضهم فإن ذلك من أعظم العيوب. There is a matter which would stop you from backbiting against Muslims were you to ponder it. Turn to yourself and consider, is there no flaw in you apparent or hidden? Are you committing any acts of disobedience, open or hidden? If you know this to be so about yourself, know also that the other person's inability to free himself from what you have ascribed to him is the same as your own, and his excuse is the same as yours. Just as you hate to be shamed and your faults to be mentioned, so too does he. Yet if you conceal his faults, Allah Most High will conceal yours.
Yeah, okay. So to show that one of the point, how do we want to avoid telling backbiting? It comes before we start usually. Yeah, this is how it developed from telling backbiting, from start doing the backbiting. We will start in dhann. What is it? To have bad thoughts. These bad thoughts will play around in the mind and then make it a statement, stays in our heart, and then we start talking about it. You get it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So try put it away, our bad thoughts. That's the first part. And then secondly, always give chance for others. Yeah, by saying like this. Yeah, don't you have the mistakes you yourself before you start talking about others, thinking about others? Don't you have these flaws? You yourself, you've done something wrong. Yeah. So this is more towards the aib. What is aib?
Revealing the faults.
The faults of others. Yeah. So it's different from the backbiting for improvement. That's two different things. Yeah. Yes, you are telling backbiting. For example, you are trying to improve, to help this brother. Yeah. So you tell others, those people that could help him, like what we say. Yeah, this is the one that is okay for us to do it. For example, we tell the parents, we tell the uncle, look, your son, your niece, nephew, or whatever is doing this. So you are trying to help. So another one's backbiting is just for the sake of telling others about the weaknesses, the faults, and the flaws that this person has, without having an aim to improve them. Yeah, just for the sake of telling, then that's it. Full stop. Sharing, gossiping, and then finish. End of story. So everyone knows about the flaws, the faults that this person done. But in this case, if we thought about someone doing bad thing, then talk to ourselves. I've got this problem as well. I've done some mistakes as well before. Well, I'm now currently still doing some ma'asiyah where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the only one, the person who knows. And I don't like people to know about ma'asiyah. I don't like people to know about ba'aib, the flaws and the faults that I've done. And I don't like people to talk about my flaws and faults to others. So I don't like it. So don't do it to others as well. If you don't like it, keep it a secret and don't open up for other people's faults. Okay? So first thing first, as we said, from our mind, get rid of these all bad thoughts. Yeah? Don't. If it is bad thought as a slip in the mind, sometimes they just come and go. That's fine. وَلَا تَسْتَقِرْ. That means do not let the bad thought to make it as a, what do you call it, statement. That means, yes, he's bad. Yes, he always do this. That means you agree with your bad thoughts playing in your mind until you set it as a statement about this person, where else it is beginning, it's just playing in your mind, isn't it? And then you start telling people about him. Yeah, even though that thing is been done by the person. So, no. Okay? So first thing first, talk to yourself. You don't want people to know about you. Don't tell about others. Don't tell others about other people. Done.
Ya Allah. If, however, you disgrace him, Allah will let loose upon you sharp tongues, ruining your honor in this world. Then Allah Most High will shame you in the hereafter in front of all creation.
Okay. MashaAllah. I remember one of the Salafus Salih, the story that he said, there's nothing that we have with, there's always, all the time. I'm putting my words correctly. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Whatever we think about others, Allah will put that problem, the faults or the flaws in ourselves, for sure. Yeah. Even though it is about the simplest acts, about nothing. Yeah. One day, this has been, the story been told by our Sheikh, that one time when we went to his lesson, he said, remember my child, remember my children. He's giving the lesson, and he said, be careful with thinking bad about others. Yeah, even though the thing is halal, it's not haram. What I mean, the thing that he's doing is not haram. For example, he said, it happened to me, he said, as an example for you guys. So he's telling his story. One day, he always sees his neighbor with thick beard. The Sheikh has a neighbor with thick beard. They say, MashaAllah, is a good person, looks Muslim and this. One day, he look at him, not shave, but trim his beard. Yeah, he trimmed his beard quite, what do you call it, thin. He don't keep it, the beard, as usual. So the Sheikh look at this neighbor and say, MashaAllah, what happened to him? He looks mutadayyin, that means religious, with sunnah, and all of a sudden, he like trim, like maybe he changed his path or something happened to him. It's just a thought slip in his mind. So he said, the next following day, he went to the barber for himself to trim his hair and to trim his beard. On that day, the barber accidentally make his beard shave into what do you call it, thinner.
MashaAllah.
So he slipped in his mind. MashaAllah. Then he said, Astaghfirullah al-Azim. I'm thinking about my neighbor. Why did he shave, or why did he trim his beard thinner than usual? And now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put me into his situation. My beard has been thin and accidentally. So he said, Allah won't leave anybody from his servant to feel exactly the same what he feel about others. Do you get the story? So if we think bad, even though it's not a haram thing, like what we said, it's just a trimming of a beard, Allah will make you taste the same. You will feel the thin beard as well for that instant, for the story. So if we think bad about others, MashaAllah, look at how can he treat his children like that? Doesn't he know about this? You will get the same situation towards your children. It happened to you as well. Put it all in this situation. So you think about others, one day Allah will let you taste exactly what you feel about others. So MashaAllah is big thing. Yeah, it's a big thing. So we need to control really what we think about others. So this is the first stage before coming to backbiting. the dhan, thinking about others. Husnul dhan or su'ul dhan? Of course, husnul dhan is good. Su'ul dhan, bad thought about others. If it is yastaqir, if it is, what do you call it? Yastaqir is established in your heart about that person, about the story, then it will become, na'udzubillah, source of evil. So be careful. Yeah, so always think good about others. Before we say something, make sure we have rahmah about others. We try to conceal about the faults and flaws. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will help you to satir. What is satir? To cover you. Allah will not disgrace us in front of the creation on the day of judgment. Dunya, before judgment, dunya as well. He able to do that. So na'udzubillah, we don't want. Yeah, so be careful. So we are talking about backbiting that's towards all the evil, yeah? Not the backbiting of goodness, no. The backbiting that purely backbiting, purely for evil. No, don't do that. And always remember, whatever you think about others, it will happen to you. So always think good about others. So you will get good thing for yourself as well, inshallah. Now, continue.
Inshallah. Ustaz, I just wonder if there's a opportunity for a question to be answered from the comment section.
Yeah, Bismillah. If I could answer now, yeah.
Inshallah. There's a question from Said Idros that says, Assalamu alaikum, Ustaz. Is there a remedy to stop bad thoughts from becoming a habit?
Okay. So, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. From the basic sharing that I can give it to you now, how can this bad thought coming in, slipping in in our mind when we are empty, when there's no good thought, it will come the shaitan whispering and pouring all the bad things in our mind, poisoning our mind, isn't it? So always occupy ourselves, in other words, occupy ourselves with good things. Yeah, and it is a practice. Subhanallah. Tasawwuf is a knowledge, yeah, information, knowledge for us to know, to guide us to become a better person. But truly, if we want to understand this knowledge, you need to practice. It is a practical, yeah. So we just know about the importance of taking care of our limbs, eyes, ears, mouth. 8 things that we need to avoid from mouth and lip. But really, if we want to make it, what do you call it, this knowledge really embodied, we need to practice them. That's why the constant of having amal, the constant of having wirid, dhikr, Quran, focus in Salah, seeking knowledge. This is all make us tight, make us very, what do you call it, full with things to do rather than empty. I don't know what to do. I'm looking in the window. I'm thinking about past. So this is how we waste our time, and then shaitan will come and sleep in the mind. So to control our mind from having a bad thoughts, always put the good thoughts. How do you want to do good thoughts? Occupy ourselves with Salah ala Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Do istighfar, yeah. Do dhikr, la ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasul. That's why we put it rather than do nothing. All this bad thought usually comes from emptiness. Yeah. Emptiness. And then there is remedies as well. How do we want to get all those intact, in place, isn't it? How do I want to know about making myself occupied? So the ulama put, at least I can give you 2, maybe the basic things, the 2 things that can help us develop to become a better person. Number 1, to seek knowledge, to have a knowledge that can lead us to become a better person. One of them, like this tasawwuf, the knowledge of tasawwuf will open up to see, this is bad, avoid them, and this is good for us to reach them. So see, the ulama will give more detail. They have a teacher. Like you, each one of us registered in the GP, isn't it? Why? This GP, so we can come straight to check if we are sick, and then listen the advice given by our GP doctor, and then prescribe, and we go, and then we take the medication. So each one of us need to have an institute where the institute could improve our akhlaq and manners, where the institute have a teacher that read the prescription given by the scholars, by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, hadith, Quran. These are all the medicine, and then we apply them. We do in the medicine, and the dhikr is medicine. Khushu' in Salah is medicine. Reading Quran is a medicine. Occupy yourself, make yourself, inner self, flourish with all the good things, positive. So you must have an institution where you learn, and you have a teacher when can guide you, give you prescribe, and give you medicine. Exactly the same like our dunya. We need to have a GP. We need to have a workplace. We need to have a home. So we develop a good ecosystem of life. So that's one. Number two, for us to have a teacher, and number two, to have a good friends. Mir'atul mu'min. What do you call it? Our brethren is a mirror for the brother, isn't it? So have a good environment of brothers. Jama'ah, in other words, because what? Advise one another. So we won't fall into this category of backbiting, because each one of us know backbiting is haram. We don't tell lies. We don't do this. It's a good environment of brothers. So with all this group of brothers, with a good institution, with a teacher, and then we learn about the knowledge, how to improve our inner self, and then we do together improve the medicine and do some riyadah, dhikr, Quran, Salah, everything. Then inshallah, there's no room for our bad thoughts. All good, inshallah. Yeah. Wallahu a'lam.
Thank you so much, Ustaz, for that. MashaAllah, very complete answer. MashaAllah.
Okay. And then, that's it. So we always remind, before we say about others, we always put into the situation into our shoes. Yeah. If we are the one, I've got so many mistakes. I don't want to talk about other people's mistakes. That's it. Improve and make dua. Okay. Okay. Last one. Bismillah.
Bismillah. If you have looked at the outward and inward aspects of yourself and not found any flaw or deficiency, neither in religious nor worldly affairs, then know that your ignorance of your own flaws is the vilest type of stupidity, and there is no greater flaw than stupidity.
Yes, salam. That's why we need to have this knowledge, knowledge of knowing about our inner self. Yeah. If we think we are complete, you are stupid upon stupid. You are an ignorant and arrogant at the same time. So learn. Now,
if Allah Most High wills good for you, He will give you the ability to see your faults. Looking at yourself with an eye of satisfaction is the height of foolishness and the epitome of ignorance. If, however, you are truthful and sincere in your opinion, then show gratitude to Allah Most High. Do not ruin this blessing by slandering others and sullying their reputation, for that is one of the greatest of faults.
MashaAllah. So this is we call it muhasabah, yeah? The art of muhasabah. So you ponder, you look into yourself before you say things. Yeah? You look, I got so many mistakes. If you are sincere, that, yes, Allah, indeed, I've done so many wrong. You won't talk about others, you will forget about them, and you will start, you yourself, crawl into Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, saying, thank you very much, Ya Allah, for allowing me to see about my own faults. And then, Ya Allah, help me to improve myself. Because it's a gift. How many people, they are not able to see about their own problem that they are facing. They think they are healthy. They think that they are healthy person, but one time they've got heart attack straight away, ICU. Na'udhu billah. If that's how I'm giving an example. We think we are good. We perform 5 times a day prayer. Our life with family, mashallah, everything is good. I'm perfect. I don't know about others, but I'm perfect. How Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would like to cover him from knowing about his own fault. If he knows something is not right, maybe he needs to improve on. That means there's a space, room for him to become a better person. Reaching Allah and asking Allah to give him source of hidayah and guidance and support him more. But if you think that you are perfect, I'm healthy, then I don't need to see GP, I don't need to see a doctor, I'm good. One day, if something happened, the ruh been snatched, na'udhu billah. So it's a gift from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala if we are able to look into our own mistakes and our illness. Yeah, so we could come to Allah and we rely to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and ask Allah to help us to become a better person, mashallah. So that's why this art, the art of tasawwuf is all about yourself. We are learning about our inner self and our own problems. Yeah. So try our best after knowing. Try to do as much as we could to make a better person, to become a better person and a better slave of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wallahu ta'ala alam. Yeah. I think it's good until here. So next week, inshallah, we will continue the what do you call it? Things that we need to avoid with our tongue. Yeah. What do you call it? Argument. So number 4 is about argumentation, disputation, and competitive debate with people. Avoid. We need to avoid this. A lot of people, they can't because of their ego. I know, so I need to share. No, not really. It will lead us to dispute among each other. So that's not wise. So better for us to keep quiet, move away. So we will speak about this inshallah next week. Yeah, Allah ta'ala alam. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us capability, opportunity, ya Allah, to learn about the art of knowing ourselves and to upgrade our soul to become a better servant. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be pleased with us until the day we meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ameen ya arhamar rahimin. Ya Kareem ya arhamar rahimin. صلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك عملت سوءا وظلمت نفسي فاغفر لي فإنه لا يغفر الذنوب إلا أنت سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Jazakumullah khairan, Ustaz Zaki, for that session just now. May Allah allow us to benefit and to utilize the tools that we've been given in our session today and give us the awareness to act upon it, inshallah ta'ala. For those of you who have joined, thank you very much for joining. And if you have benefit from this, then please share and please let your family members and your friends know, because this is essential knowledge for every Muslim, so that we may equip ourselves with good akhlaq, inshallah ta'ala. So please share with your loved ones so that we can all benefit and that we can all link ourselves to SOFA and to this knowledge that is really the bedrock of Muslim scholarship, in improving our relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and to human beings. So share, like, and follow as always. And on top of that, keep up to date with all our programs. Tomorrow, inshallah, we have our recitation of prophetic invocation and burdah happening at 6. So please, I look forward to seeing all of you guys, all of you tomorrow, inshallah, at 6 p.m. And as always, keep up to date with all our programs, all our classes, and stay tuned to our Instagram and Facebook page. And of course, to our newsletters that are coming out on a monthly basis with all the latest updates and all the latest news coming from SOFA College London, SOFA Mosque London, and the Suffa Educational Foundation. We've reached the end of the program. Once again, I'd like to thank all of you for joining us. Have a pleasant evening, and may Allah allow us to gather again in the next following session, inshallah ta'ala. Thank you again, Ustaz Zaki, and we'll see you, inshallah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Allah